has gone retrograde in Aquarius. Now, I had a feeling Mercury was going to go retrograde because we received that card a couple of readings ago. And I work intuitively, okay? I can just feel these things happen. I'm an intuitive astrologer. This is part of my gift. But I do like to have an astrology calendar to help me expand with my path. I haven't been out to get the calendar yet, guys. I have been so busy expanding, and I mean, I get so busy expanding with you guys. Miracles happen. Miracles happen to make school for the fool happen. Okay, miracles. And I just felt it in my bones. And then here we were today, and lo and behold, Mercury's gone retrograde, which makes so much sense. And the main theme is healing. Okay, we're healing. We're healing because we're in the creation of our 10 of Pentacles, and it's connected to our 10 of Cups. We've done a lot of work in order to create this healing. This has to do with nurturing our alignment. And I really feel like we're feeling the healing in unexpected spaces and places. Guys, like, I get that this path, it can feel so negative. It can feel, you know, we can feel like are we always going to struggle? Are we always going to be here? You know, are we always going to be fighting against the grain? But we're the koi fish swimming upstream to turn into the dragon. And everything feels so against the grain and in the struggle to us because we are creating the new world. As the old one is, you know, pushing back on us, we're pushing forward in order to continue to create a new and to work on mission work, what we came here to do. Now, guys, I have some new cards. I was called to go, you know, my mom asked me to go to a new place and get some more healing supplies. And we decided to go to a new place. You know, she's like, let's go here. And I was like, okay. And we went there, and guys, I had the most negative experience I've ever had. I will never go back. I even wrote a review, which I don't, you know, I usually don't do that, but I felt called to. I couldn't believe that my mother and I were treated so poorly there. And I mean, when we first walked in, even too, like yelling and screaming at people to put on hand sanitizer. If you are that afraid, don't have your store open. And two, to be in a, you know, a witch's shop and to be creating with fear on that big of a level too. And then I expected to see some, you know, some all natural hand sanitizers, something that honored the immune system. No, just bottles of toxic hand sanitizer. Thank goodness I had my own. And guys, see, like, through my awakening, I realized how toxic life can be here, and you really have to source your products out. Like, I used to use hand sanitizer all the time, and then I had all these bubbles all over my skin, and there was a hole eaten in my skin. I mean, I've had a hole eaten in my skin from many different toxic things I didn't know were toxic. One of them happened to be hand sanitizer, and the other happened to be laundry soap. And, you know, I found out how hand sanitizer is so horrible for your liver. So, you know, there's a Rocky Mountain Soap House up here in Canada, and I just get my supplies from Rocky Mountain Soap House because I like it. I like them. They're made, they smell good. And I still, like, you know, we don't have to give it all up. You know, like, I feel like we think, like, to eat healthy or to be healthy, we're giving something up. We're already creating that lack of patterning, but that's not true. But we do have to evolve. We do have to evolve when we do this. Look, eating vegan is not still the same as eating steak and hamburgers. But it can be, you know, it can still be really yummy food. And there's a lot of, you know, great places out there, like we discussed here on New Year's, that are creating these fabulous dishes so you don't have to feel deprived if you're missing something. And it, like, Avant-Gardine is one of my favorite vegan chefs. And I mean, he's amping it up. I just want to work with him though. what I love to ring him up and talk to him, guys, is in the UK, but I want to ring him up and I want to be like, yo, let's work together. Let's mix holistic cooking now with everything you're doing, because we could just elevate it that much further. When we look at our food as medicine, boy, everything changes. And when you cook holistically, your whole life changes. Your whole life changes, but it does too. You know, you'll never look at anything ever the same. Guys, I can't even order food half the time anymore, because, you know, I don't even understand how it's legal, but most of the places here still comes in styrofoam. And you know, that means your food has been cooking and marinating in all that styrofoam, which is the bad for the environment and bad for you. Now you're just paid to poison yourself. Why am I going to pay to poison myself? You see how this is where I've had to, like, you know, at parties and things like that, like where I just want to get all like, I'm not eating that. Try to go in and have a bite of this or a bite of that, because, you know, I don't want to make people feel bad. But as I'm on this quest with the rest of you, it's, you know what, I have to be in the energy of the dolphin. I can't do something I know is going to harm self and, you know, create in some sort of patterning that's going to be dangerous for myself. Because when I do stuff like that, in the past, I've gotten reckless. It's like, well, shit, now I just ate styrofoam and I might as well get a bottle of wine, get a box of chocolates, and let's get a hamburger. Because, you know, just because we're changing doesn't mean, you know, we don't still, we're always going to have ties and connections to our past. But we're creating through the present moment, and we understand why we're doing this. We understand that, you know, why all this stuff and all this new patterning is really important, and it's going to heal the world. And now we've come full circle because we're back to healing. Many of us are, you know, we're understanding that we are alchemists. We have achieved the alchemy. You know, when I was driving home from this store the other day and I was adding all the positive charges and I was putting the application of love everywhere, because I wasn't going to get angry, and I still even made my purchases because I wasn't going to put all my stuff back just because these people wanted to treat me and my mom so poorly. I added the positive charge everywhere, and I was able to show gratitude for the experience. And I realized in that moment in time that I had become an alchemist. And that's what this is, guys. We're alchemists. We're shapeshifters. We're co-creators. We're builders. We're lovers. We're dreamers. All right, guys, I said much. Come on over here. There's some channel messages I want to share with you. And then, of course, we're going to expand off those with these new cards, guys. With these new cards. And we got some new crystals over here. Okay? I felt good energy from the crystals. I was so happy to see that, you know, I wanted to be very lower vibe and be like, those nasty, but no, we're not going to be like that. Those, you know, lower vibe ladies, because is that still too negative? Maybe I gotta do a little bit more transmutation within and be more positive. But I was happy to see that the crystals still like feel really good to me. And one thing I did notice right away when I walked into the store, I didn't feel good. I had a straight panic attack. And I felt that odd because most healing stores that I go into to grab healing supplies, I feel waves of good energy, you know, higher vibe energy come over my being, and I get very happy and elated. And that should have been my first sign. When I walked in there, I had a straight panic attack. I was having to work with my breathing. I was hyperventilating. And I mean, like, I've done much work to get these supplies. That's why I was getting them. And we were going out. We just didn't have to go back, right? And yeah. All right, guys, come on over here. Let's talk about this further, and we'll expand off that.